Yeah, I'm voting for Biden because
Both forgot our drinks.
vote for Biden because don't matter if I vote for Trump or not. It's gonna count for Biden anyway.
I'll pick that up later.
Mm.
What'd you say? You're voting for Biden, dude?
Yeah, I'm voting for Biden because it doesn't matter if I voted for Trump. It's gonna count as a vote for Biden anyway. You think they stole the last election? They're gonna steal the fuck out of this one too. Even harder. They're like, I'm gonna steal it even harder. That's what they're saying right now. Like, you want
Is
to
that what
fucking
they say?
No,
Oh.
it's the fucking Office meme.
Oh, we can talk about the State of the Union.
It's terrible.
Our last podcast was
the State of the Union.
Yeah.
Like the address.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like the actual state of our union. Because fucking no. That's also terrible.
No, did you watch State of the Union?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give my raw thoughts on it real quick. Pretty much everything he talked about sounded great, except for the part where it's pretty much socialism. Where they're like, "Hey, we're gonna keep the drug companies from charging so much. We're gonna cap it. We're gonna cap this. We're gonna cap that." And then they hit on the point like, "Oh, and fucking Needle Dick over here did a good job and got it to where the chip manufacturers can't put less chips in it." I'm not disagreeing with it. I think it's bullshit that the big pharma charges this much for fucking drugs. It costs them 5 cents to make it, and they're selling it for fucking 20 grand or whatever stupid shit.
Yeah.
Or, the Doritos putting less chips in their bag and put more air. Like, do I agree with it? No. But also, the government shouldn't be getting involved with it, because when the government's involved, it's bullshit. It doesn't work.
Nope.
And then eventually, like, that stuff sounds good, but what is it next time? Then it's gonna be, small business can't do this. Small business you can't charge this much for a dumpster in this area.
I mean, they're already starting to do that with, like you said earlier, the insurance stuff. They're not letting homeowners choose their own contractors.
Yeah, so that's all. I've heard that through the grapevine, so I don't know how true that is, but supposedly there's a company going around because the law supposedly changed. I don't know if it's in every state or just state of Florida for right now or whatever, because the roofing's been ridiculous. Like, it's a fucking scam. And they're saying that, from what I heard, was that the homeowner can't pick the contractor anymore. So the insurance company gets to pick the contractor, which is like their way of combating, like fraudulent charges and whatever. Yeah. But I also heard that there's an investment company running around buying all these roof companies. And I've heard it from not more than one, or I've heard it from more than one person.
Yeah.
So it's not like I just listen to some crazy guy talk. But these are both roofing company owners. So yeah, it's pretty crazy. How long till we're
you can't choose
go
anything
out past 8 or.
That's how it starts. That's how it starts.
I mean, probably won't happen in our lifetime, but like,
I mean, they had it during COVID.
Yeah, it's true.
They did a little trial run to see who would listen and to see how easily they can enforce it. It's crazy, how much a little bit of fear can.
You scare somebody though. That's yeah.
You scare the right people.
Oh,
and
yeah.
That's all that matters.
They've been doing that since the beginning of time now.
A little bit of fear.
You get into like super conspiracy theory, but like, do dragons exist because, like, hey, don't go over to this lane because there's dragons.
There's these big creatures with wings that fly around and breathe fire.
They breathe fire and they'll kill you.
Don't go to that continent. There's giants there.
Yeah, there's giants over here on this continent. There's this on that continent. There's this war going on over here. Don't go over there.
There's a plague. War. Don't go there.
Yeah. So, I'm not saying all that stuff is.
No, not all that stuff is fake and made up or whatever. But I mean, there's no way of telling. There's no way.
Yeah.
The victor writes the history. So, I need to meet this Victor guy and have a talk with him because he's writing a lot of bad history right now. But no,
it's
man,
like Hitler, dude.
Yeah.
Was he doing the right thing? Was he doing good? I don't know.
The majority says no, but
I mean, that's a stretch, but it's something to look into, or not, look into, but like something to question,
yeah.
Like, did we write the history books? But I mean, at the same time, there's people old enough it lived in, so
Yeah.
it's a little bit different. But
But you look at it from Hitler's point of view. He was right. He was doing the right thing. He was doing the thing for the people. He was making a better nation. He was making a better world by bringing purity into the world in his eyes. Do I agree with how he was going about it? No.
100%. I mean, no,
100%. I do not agree with what he did. But yeah, if he would have won the war, imagine.
Yeah, everybody else made the Jews as slaves. He just killed them. Like, well, you're doing that wrong, dude.
Hey, that's so fucked up. You're gonna enslave them, dude.
Who's
come
gonna
on.
do all the work? Your blonde-haired, blue-eyed people. Them lazy fucks ain't doing shit. Bunch of spoiled brats.
Yeah, no. But we're getting close to something in this country because the State of the Union was just basically a bunch of lies, man. Like I was sitting there listening to, and it was funny how like all the Democrats were like, I'm pretty sure at one point, if I'm not mistaken, at one point they were saying like to secure the border or something like that. Like I thought you guys were the guys that didn't want that.
Yeah. So about that, I was trying to look into that. So I was like, okay, why are why? I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat.
I'm an American.
Yeah, I'm an American. I mean, I am. But it's want what's best for the country as a whole. And so I tried to look into like what was the bipartisan deal where the Republicans were like, "Nah, we're not gonna," like what did they throw in there that they didn't want to agree to? Because the Republicans been trying to get the border secured for fucking ever. But I tried to look into it, and it's so hard to find something.
I know what it is.
Like it's always like, oh yeah, they're not doing it because they're stubborn. But what is it?
Yeah, that's what they want. They want everyone like in the State of the Union when he was saying like, oh, we had a bill on the table, the Republicans turned it down, like they don't want to secure the border because Trump told them not to. It's not true. In the bill, they do what they always do. They snuck in a bunch of other shit, like more billions of dollars going to Ukraine and Israel and aid for the war, like hundreds of like massive amounts of money getting funded into these wars. And the Republicans are like, no, we're not going to compromise one thing to.
They did the same thing with Trump whenever he was in office. They put a bill on there. It's like, oh yeah, you can build your wall, but you can have to do this, this, and this. And then he's like, I'm not signing that. And they're like, see, he doesn't even care. It's like it's dumb. It's the dumbest shit ever.
That's the thing. Like he was up there talking about that for like 2 hours, or not the whole 2 hours, but the whole 2 hour speech. It was all fucking just bullshit lies. And the most annoying thing is he can say that because the average idiot in America is not going to do their research and be like, oh yeah, well it's the Republicans' fault that we don't have border security. That doesn't make any sense. We've been trying to secure the border more than anyone in recent history. And even if you go back to Obama's speeches in 2008, he was talking about you can't just come to this country and get a free ride. They changed it. They change it as they need it. They're so liquid with everything. They're so fluid with everything that it's to fit their needs. And they know that their followers are dumb enough to not do their independent research, not look into it, and just like, yeah, well, Biden said that the Republicans turned the bill down. Never mind the fact that at the first day in office, he signed all the executive orders that stopped half the shit Trump had in place to stop the illegal immigration from getting worse. And then now he's saying that, oh, I need the power, like, but then he sat there and said he does have the power to make an executive decision right now, an executive order to secure the border. But he doesn't want to do that because I think his reasoning was,
if he makes an executive order, he can't get all the money funneled.
Yeah,
through the bill.
He made some other excuse saying something like, oh, it has to go through the House and the Senate and all sort of stuff. That's why we don't get anything done in this country. Yeah. That's why nothing ever gets done. That's why when I submit paperwork to the government, it takes fucking 2 or 3 weeks to get done because 17 different people were like, well, I gotta hand this paperwork to him, and then he's got to pat. It's just like that they make the bills complicated. Just like lawyers make stuff complicated to keep them in business. If laws and bills are easy, then we wouldn't need all that shit. It would just be like, hey, this is what the bill is. Yes or no?
Yeah.
That's it.
You should do like they do in the parliament. They yell at each other and shit. Those videos funny.
But yeah, that's what they snuck in there. And it's just amazing that they could say that, and they're still blaming Trump 3.5 years later, and they're still Trump didn't make a phone call.
It's the predecessor.
Yeah, dude. If I'm at a drinking game for the State of the Union where I fucking drank every time I'd be 10 minutes in, I would have been fucking wait. It took him 10 minutes.
Yeah,
10 minutes in, and it's like they talked about it afterwards, and they were saying that there's never been a State of the Union where someone talked about their opponent or their previous predecessor or future opponent, whatever, so many times. And so
it was an anti-Trump
yeah, campaign
deal,
speech.
pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a campaign speech. You're supposed to talk about the State of the Union, not what you want to do, not what you're gonna do, or not, you know. But you know, they can lie. They can lie because they're idiot followers. They're gonna be like, Biden said that. So all the liberals who sit there and say that, oh, you just whatever Don Trump says. That's all you know. No, it's not. It's not true at all. There's a lot of things I disagree with him.
Yeah.
A lot of ways I disagree with him. But I'm willing to say that I don't like this or don't like that. You guys refuse to just accept.
Trump's not the end all be all. I think he's at this time and in this time and place. I think he's the best person for the job.
Yeah.
Because I mean, as far like because billionaires are like out of touch with reality. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. Like
Trump is out of touch with reality.
Yeah,
with
he's
reality.
Yeah, he's not in tune with middle class.
But he knows that. That's the
But
difference.
that's what he wants to help the middle class. And anybody with like a basic understanding of economics knows that you have to build from the middle class out.
Biden knows that. He says that all the time. From middle class out.
Yeah.
But he doesn't do anything to actions speak louder.
Yeah, but he's
than
not
words.
actually doing the middle class out though.
That's what I'm saying. Action speaks louder than words. You can say it all you want.
Yeah.
You can say everything you want. You can say I know how to make $1 million. But until you actually do, you don't know how to make $1 million.
Yeah.
You don't. Everyone knows how to do stuff. But
nobody knows how to do shit.
Yeah. The best business owners I've ever met have never owned a business in their life.
Yeah.
That's what I realized. I've met so many people that have either criticized me about my business, told me I should be doing it this way, told me I should do it that way, said they could do better, but yet they're 40 years old and have never even owned a home, let alone started a business.
Yeah.
So
can't even show up to work on time.
Can't even show up to work on time. Can't do proper equipment inspections. Can't do none of that. Can't take pictures of the vehicle. None of that. But they can run a tow company better than I can.
Yeah.
It may be true, but we'll never know.
Yeah.
Because you'll never do it.
That's a whole nother topic right there.
But yeah, I just
don't leave your sailboat in the fucking driveway.
Don't leave your boat in the driveway. We're gonna make a T-shirt off that. I'm telling you that right now. But don't let the boat sit. That's what it was. Don't let the boat sit.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's frustrating. It's irritating that because like you said, how the billionaires are out of touch with the working class and the middle class, and I agree with that wholeheartedly. Every billionaire, unless someone.
I mean, you have to be like a certain type of person to be a billionaire. It's not just you're good at business. You have to be like some kind of narcissist at some point.
Yeah.
And I'm not disagreeing that Trump is a narcissist to a certain extent, but
look where it's got him.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I'm saying. That's how you become a billionaire like that. I mean, you talk highly of yourself, like you are.
I think it was him I think he said it. He said that if you don't talk about your accomplishments, who will?
Yeah.
Like if you
I've
don't
heard
talk
that before. I don't know who said it.
I think it was him, or maybe he's quoting someone. But yeah, it's true. Don't sit there and be a showboat and fucking asshole. I mean, if you get to a certain level, you can.
I know people like that. Oh, I'm good at this. I'm good at that. I'm good at this. I can do that. Whatever. And they just, well, fucking do it then. If you're so good at it, why don't you do it all the time? Or like, as far as like business and shit, like why are you not fucking loaded then if you're so good at it?
Yeah.
But the same shit.
Oh, I could do that.
Yeah.
And do it.
I will tomorrow.
Yeah. It's always tomorrow. Like I was talking about earlier with the compound idea. I was like, that's something we got to do because I'm not going to sit there and keep saying, oh, we'll get to it. We'll get to it. And then next thing you know, I'm going to wake up, I'll be 50 years old living in an acre lot of property with none of my friends or family around and be like, man, I really wish I would have done that.
Yeah, but we're already taking the steps.
No, I know we are. I'm just
accomplish that.
We've
already pulled our resources.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I was talking about the people that we tried to invite. We tried to get on board with us and like, hey, like this is a thing we're going to be working towards. Like, come work towards it with us.
The way I look at it, if you ain't talking about it all the time, then whatever. You're not gonna want to do it anymore.
What was that thing you said the other day?
If you're here now, you'll be with me later.
No, obviously, but no, the other thing, talk highly of it or something like that, and it'll happen.
Oh yeah, like speak it into existence.
Yeah, speak it into existence.
There was I used bigger words the other day.
He used way bigger words, but
it's pretty much just speak it into existence. If you wake up every morning, like I'm gonna fucking do great today, then more than likely you're gonna do great. It's not gonna work every time. You're gonna have shit
No.
days, but
No, absolutely not. But
that's what I do every time. I don't say it to myself every morning, but like I made it when we first started the business back in the day. It was all right. I'm gonna try and my goal is to learn something new every day. That's what
yeah,
I want to do, and I'm still to this day, 6 years later, I'm still like pushing myself to learn more.
yeah,
Like I knew how I figured out how to do this job, part of the job in the business. You move up to this one, you figure that out, and you're doing that pretty good.
yeah.
Like one of the drivers called and like, hey, how do you do this? And I had to walk the driver through it. Somebody's been driving a truck for 20 something years. I had to walk them through how to do something. I don't even have my CDL. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
so yeah, just slowly learn shit, and
Yeah.
that's yeah.
That's how you start. That's how you do that and you feel accomplished. Like today, I like 3 days ago, I never even knew what components were on the side of the transmission, what they were for. And I'm not mechanically inclined. I don't know that. I can't. I'm not gonna lie to you and say I can rebuild a transmission. I didn't know what those fucking lines were. I didn't know what their purpose was. I didn't know how to fix it. I think I fixed it. I don't know. It didn't leak on the way over here, but I felt accomplished. Like
Yeah.
I felt great all day because I fixed something on my truck that I thought I would never be able to fix. Simple fix, thank God. But something simple as that. I woke up this morning after 2 days of trying to figure it out and stuff like that. And I said, okay, I'm gonna fix it today, or it's gonna sit in the yard until I fix. Like that's it. Like it's gonna be today, or the next day, or whatever. But today is my goal. That's my goal. And knock on wood, I fixed it. And that's something cool. That's something a little different. Because you're doing a whole business and everything like that. But that right there,
Yeah, I mean it's little things. I mean that's how you build stuff. You don't just wake up one morning and own a business. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like when we started out, we bought 3 dump trailers.
And he had that clapped out fucking
Yeah, we had an
Dodge.
old clapped out piece of shit truck that had no business owning a trailer. I almost got killed in that truck. But yeah, just then you slowly progress. Like okay, tomorrow I'm gonna get this done. Tomorrow I'm gonna get that done. Tomorrow I'm gonna get this done. Now here we are. Over 100 dumpsters and 6 trucks and 9 employees or something.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's cool, especially since like when you look at it from the how you started, you're like, oh, you just run this out of the backyard, and I wish it would have been documenting the fucking
Yeah, that'd have been
thing
cool.
the whole time.
That'd have been real cool.
But
That old clapped out Ford
but
that I
from
was
here
driving for
on
a
out, I'm
while.
trying to document it.
Old clapped out Ford I drove for a little while that blew the tranny on the way to the dump.
Yeah. Dude, we were blowing training lines like every fucking week in them things. That F550 that we bought,
The
we're like,
tank?
all right, yeah,
That fucking
bitch,
tank
that bitch was fucking
took you
tough.
fucking 20 minutes to get up to 30 miles an hour.
Yeah,
Unloaded.
but it got fucking T-boned. Like we bought it after it got T-boned.
Yeah.
Until we got a good deal on it. The whole fucking one side of the truck was caved in like a son bitch. I was like, fuck it, bitch is a workhorse though.
You gotta start somewhere.
Yeah, I mean,
And
I was talking to somebody about that the other day. They're like, how come you don't have? Because we started out with dump trailers. And
Yeah.
they're like, how come you don't have dump trailers anymore? And I was like, oh yeah, if I could start it all over, I would do roll-offs.
Mhm.
Just start off with roll-offs at the beginning. And I was like, no, not really, because I'm kind of. I mean, it sucks that we did it that way because it was very expensive.
It was
transition.
Yeah, it was an expensive learning.
Yeah, very expensive learning curve. But like the dump trailers is what got started.
Yeah.
That's what got us started. So I mean, you can't be mad at it because if I would have bought roll-offs, I probably still only have 15 of them.
Yeah.
Because there wasn't a market. I mean, there was a market for it, but
Or you'd have the hooks and you like, oh, let's try trailers out.
or I could have 300 cans. I don't know because I could have bought every one can or every one dump trailer I bought. I could have bought almost 3 cans for every.
But think about it, like if you would have started with hook trucks and cans like that, and then like 5 years down the road, you've been like, oh, trailers. Like a lot of people are saying, like trailers because the tires are broke. Let me go,
Yeah.
Then you'd
but then
you'd have the ability.
Yeah.
Then you have the ability to go buy 50 trailers right at the rip, and then you buy 50 trailers worth of shit that aren't doing what they should be doing.
Yeah.
Now you're like, well, shit, that's wasted a lot of money. So I think either way, you still would have hit that hard learning curve. That
I don't think if I started off for roll-offs, I don't think I would have got dump trailers.
I think you would at least have 1 or 2.
I probably have a couple.
You probably would have got some,
like especially the pink ones. Or I'll just rent these ones out.
Yeah.
Like I tried that. That didn't work out too good. Again, I didn't advertise for them at all, so they probably would have done all right if I would have actually advertised for them.
You can always go back to it.
Yeah,
once everything gets settled up, you can always.
Well, I mean, my goal. Like I want to have like a whole rental company, like one-stop shop for construction company. You rent a porta shitter, a dumpster, a fucking portable office, storage, fucking excavator, whatever the fuck you need. You know, you need a skid steer with a fucking whatever, mulcher, drum mulcher, bush hog.
Yeah.
You need some fucking chainsaws, whatever. Come get the motherfucker. I don't give a shit.
One stop
Trailers,
shop.
trucks.
I got a job starting next week. I need this, and this.
Yeah.
Done. That'll be $75,000, sir.
Yeah, right. Try to get the equipment we have now. I tried to get it added to the insurance so we could rent it out. And insurance is like, nah, that ain't gonna happen. Don't put it there.
Don't put it there?
No.
All right.
Can't see. Blinded by the light. Yeah. We talk about next.
Beyonce.
Beyonce.
You got a cowboy hat? You want to talk about Beyonce?
First off,
I noticed that Beyonce did country music in like a week later. You bought a cowboy hat, so continue.
So
Queen Bee.
I saw like an article somebody wrote talking about how Beyonce is bringing country music back to its black roots or whatever the fuck it was talking about, and I was like, yeah, okay. I'm not gonna spend the time to trace back the lineage of fucking country music. I don't give a shit. Yeah, it came from bluegrass, and this came from the bluegrass, came from the blues, and whatever blues came from Africa, I guess.
Everything came from Africa. Everything came from Africa.
I don't care about that. Apparently. Like, whatever you want to claim it's yours, that's great. I give two shits. I listen to fucking one song will be the fucking Charlie Daniels band, and the next song Lil Boosie plays next. You know, I listen to everything, but like claiming she's the like first African American
make country
to like make country popular or whatever, and it's like pretty sure there's already like a couple Hall of Famers. Like one of them's already in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure. Charlie Pride.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's already in the Hall of Fame, and I'm pretty sure Darius Rucker is gonna be in the Hall of Fame if he's not already in there. Like those are two very famous country music artists. And then
who was an honorable mention earlier? Cowboy Troy.
Oh yeah, the honorable mention was
Cowboy Troy, dude.
Like paved the way, dude. He paved the way for like Nelly and Lil Nas X, I guess. But yeah,
well, like you said earlier, Lil Nas did it like in today's world. Like he did it like perfectly,
in a very tasteful way.
Yeah, he did. He did it to where it wasn't actually country.
Yeah, it's not country. It's like whatever the fuck you call it.
But you get old Billy Ray Cyrus on the fucking mic with
right.
you. I mean, you're country. That's it. Yeah. Billy Ray's invited to the barbecue.
It's got a good beat to it. It's got a good rhythm to it.
Dude, it was fucking annoying. That song came out when I was at Lake Tech. And I was 23 years old and had a bunch of fucking 18-year-olds that were in the class, and all of them were listening to it all the time.
Bro, it ain't that fucking old. No, the fuck it ain't. Yeah. Look it up right now. There ain't no way that song's that old.
Yes.
That was like 4 years ago, dude.
What's 27 minus 4?
That's what I'm saying.
23, right?
It wasn't 4 years ago.
When did Old Town Road come out? I said, when did he come out? Not playing. 2019. Just over 4 years ago. So 22, whatever. I was 22, 23 years old.
Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah, dude. Fucking old as shit, dude.
I just listened to that song on the way home.
Well, dude, they were all listening to that all the time. Don't get me wrong, it was a good song. But it's like any other song that comes out now. It's number one, and they overplay it, and it gets old. So
it's always been like that, though.
And that's why I like Tom McDonald, because they never play his shit on the radio, so I have to fucking find it.
But even like, I mean, you don't have Pandora, but like Pandora, they play like the same fucking 100 songs.
Yeah. Spotify doesn't.
It's too much work.
Spotify's better.
Yeah, but don't you got to pay for it?
I mean, you can. You don't have to. It's just like Pandora. You can buy the one that has no ads.
I did buy it because Pandora's got like 3 different. You get one with like limited ads.
So does Spotify.
Do they?
Yeah, Spotify has the free one, which sucks because you have like an ad every 2 songs, and then like you can't fast forward or rewind or anything like that. And then Spotify next level one is like you can pause and rewind like 5 times in an hour. And it's like, dude, so I just pay like the highest premium one because if I want to listen to the same song 30 fucking times, I will. Yeah.
But anyways,
Spotify sponsor us.
But anyways, Beyonce. First off, it's not
even the greatest fucking.
It's not even country.
You're about to go on a fucking Kanye West rant.
Yeah. First off, it's not even fucking country.
It's not good.
It's not good at all.
I haven't even heard the whole song. I heard
Dude, I
the
listened
first
to, like-
30 seconds. I was like,
Yeah, I heard like
trash.
like the first minute. I was like, yeah, I gave it a chance.
This ain't Texas.
Yeah,
We don't hold them or whatever the fuck she said.
yeah.
Sounds like a fuck.
Everybody's like, well, she's from Texas.
Sounded like a man trying to be a woman.
Dude,
Honestly.
Beyonce's been fucking stupid famous since she's like 14 or something. They make it sound like she's like something just, I don't know, dude. I don't know. I just get tired.
Spur of the moment person.
No, not spur of the moment, but like, I don't know, just
Everything she touches turns into gold.
I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I just get tired of seeing like dumb shit like that where like, oh, give this person credit. Like y'all making it sound like that people of color, if you will, are just now paving the way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, give that credit to where it's actually due. You know, do you think Charlie Pride had it easy in the music industry?
Ooh, hell no.
Beyonce's been fucking dumb famous since she was a kid. Charlie Pride paved the way for her, if anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not taking anything away from her. She's very successful.
No, she's like one of the smartest businesswomen in the world.
That's awesome. I have nothing against her, but I hate the people that put her on a pedestal like that. You know? And I don't blame her for going on there and be like, hey, look, I'm the, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it's not her job to do that. I don't know. It's fucking dumb. Like, it actually pisses me off, like, for the people that did do the shit, you know? Not pisses me off, but it's like,
it's
like, could you imagine if, like, say me and you were related to, like, Charlie Pride, and this shit comes out, and it's like,
oh, just shit on her granddad like that.
oh, I was like, yeah, well, yeah.
So my granddad's not
Yeah,
one of the most famous fucking country music.
Obviously, I'm related to him a little bit.
Like, yeah, I mean, I think I've heard like one or two Charlie Pride songs ever in my life. Like, it's not something I search for, but
I think he's got like a bunch of #1 songs.
Yeah.
But it was, I mean, he was before our time, so it's not like we were like jamming out to him on the radio or some shit.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, give credit to where credit's due. Don't try to sit there and, you know, make it seem like she's breaking down barriers that have never been broken down before. That's just unfair to everyone who did break down those barriers. It's
like Biden talking about tearing down the wall.
Mr. Gorbachev,
tear down his wall, bro. What are you talking about right now, dude?
I think he thought
like,
he was talking to Ronald Reagan. Yeah, no, it's a little ridiculous how they do that shit, and everyone does it. Every culture, every person's skin color, every group has those people that like always seem to always try to make it something special for no reason. Like there's no reason to make it special because one, it's not very good. Two, even if it was the best song in the world, even if it's the best song I've ever heard, still not true that she paved the way. Still not true that she broke down barriers.
Yeah.
Still not true. It's just not true.
Yeah.
You can't. You're not taking back country. It was never It was never given or taken or anything.
Yeah.
It's just music.
Yeah, it's art.
It's art.
You know,
anyone can do art. That's why, like in the '90s and 2000s, when people were shitting on Eminem because he's white and he was fucking taking over the rap game, and even today, people are like, oh, you know, Eminem ain't even a top 5 guy, you know, because you know he's white. You know, you can't. No, that's not. Yeah. He's one of the greatest of all time.
Could you imagine if we were like? Could you imagine if we were like, yeah, Darius Rucker? He's not even top 5 because he's black.
Yeah,
like that's how
canceled.
Yeah.
Disclaimer: it's not true. I like Darius Rucker. I don't know about you, but I like Darius Rucker.
But like as far as like that's an American ideology, like problem. You know, it's a problem. I mean, probably other first world countries, but like if you go to Africa right now and just go to like some small tribe village thing, right? And I'm not talking about they live in fucking huts and shit. I'm just saying like a traditional African place, you know?
Yeah.
And you go over there and you wear their fucking clothes and you like practice their traditions and you dance around the fire or whatever the fuck they do. I don't know. You know, I don't think they would get upset. They would embrace it. You know, they don't give
as long as you're respectful
about
your
skin. You know,
as long as you're being respectful about it.
And it's just fucking over here in America. It's not even. I don't even see black people doing it that much. It's more white people complaining for the black people.
Yeah.
And it's like, what are you complaining about? You have nothing to complain about. Like those people that complain the most are the most spoiled motherfuckers. They're the ones that live over in like fucking Windermere in those $1 million homes and shit. It's like, bro.
Or how about the
your parents don't think black people have internet? You know, like
it's really hard for them to get voter ID because they don't even know where the DMV's at. Yeah. I watched that video where they're like they asked the white people about that shit and they're like, dude, they don't have internet access like us. And they asked some black people like, hey, do you have an ID? Like, yeah, carry everywhere. Everyone I know has an ID.
You know where the library's at? Yeah, it's down there on the left.
Street.
Yeah.
Do you have internet in your home? Yeah.
Yeah. That shit cracked me up.
But lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, talking about the whole like going to Africa and stuff like that, and doing the whole, shindig with them and stuff. What trips me up the most is these people that have never, these black people that have never been to Africa, never have left the country.
These people's not even fucking. Their culture's not even from Africa.
Yeah, or the culture's
not
from
Africa. I'm an African American.
Assuming they're African American.
Oh, you're Jamaican.
Yeah, but like they wear like the fucking the colorful of African gowns and the hat and stuff like that, and they're like, oh, getting in touch with my roots. It's like, okay, first off, you've never been there. Secondly, you probably wouldn't last a week.
Yeah.
At a village with them, you'd be like, where's my phone charger? Where's this? Where's my first world country shit? You wouldn't last a week over there. If you think about it, those people are actually culturally appropriating the people who are actually still in that culture. And if you want to live that culture, that's fine. Go to that country.
Yeah.
I'm not saying go back to where you came from, but like if you want that lifestyle, if you want that culture and embracing feeling, go to that country. That's not America.
Or start a little group over here.
Or start a little group over here, But that's America. America is everyone. Everyone is just, it's a big old melting pot. Everyone's just fucking hanging out. Everyone's having a good time. Like, there's no reason to be like, oh, well, I can't hang out with you because you're white, or, oh, you don't want to go to Africa? No, I would never want to go to Africa. Yeah. There's never been a time in my life where I'm like, I want to go to Africa.
The best example of that
there's never been a time in my life where I want to go to Russia.
Yeah.
Or anything.
The best example is that in the military. Mm-hmm. Like, America is a melting pot, but within the military, it's like where you see it close up. Mm-hmm. Like you'll have we had a black dude from Alabama, a fucking little white guy from fucking Pennsylvania, a dude from Oklahoma, some dude from South Florida, mixed in with dudes from Texas, and like we all got along. Yeah. Like we might have hated each other sometimes. Like some of us might have fought each other sometimes, like straight up fist fight. But every one of them guys would die for each other. Mm-hmm. Like, because nobody gives a fuck about skin color or culture or none of that shit. I don't give a fuck if you're a Jew.
Yeah, there's only two people that I've ever met in the Marine Corps that I
just don't come near me.
There's only two people in the Marine Corps that I've ever met that I hated, like that I fucking absolutely hated, and they're both white. They're both white as snow. They're most annoying motherfuckers, nasty.
They're SoundCloud rappers, probably.
No, they're nasty. They're like the nasty. They don't know how to wash their fucking body. They stink. They don't know how to. Those kind of people.
Yeah.
And like I didn't hate them because of that. I hated them because of everything else. Because they're.
Yeah, but when you start off that way, it's not.
When you come into my room and your fucking feet smell
through your boots.
Yeah, it's like, okay, go die somewhere, please.
Yeah.
But
when's the last time you took your boots?
Yeah, I'll finish this up real quick because I know we're cutting on close on time. But I even got humbled myself. Like I learned something in the Marine Corps that I have still carried to this day, and I learned it from. I think he was either a gunny or a staff sergeant. It was a black gunny or a black staff sergeant. I can't remember his name. If I did, I'd give him a shout out. But growing up in Florida, the rebel flag was just it's a thing in Florida. You don't think about it. You don't think about anything, right? I had a little patch because you can get custom patches made for like 50 cents in Korea. So I had like a bunch of patches made. And I got the rebel flag made, and I put it up on the little headboard next to my bed. And, I didn't think much of it. We got inspected one day on a Friday, and that black staff NCO called it out. I was like, hey, what the fuck is this? And I told him, I was like, oh, it's Southern Pride like thing. And like he like kind of like broke it down, like how, like he wasn't like telling me to take it down or anything like that, but he just told me his side of it. And I was like,
he had a discussion about it.
Yeah, he didn't fucking hate me. He didn't yell at me. He just told me his side of it, and I was like, you know what? That's true. And ever since then, it's not that I don't ever want to see the flag. I don't see it and go, oh, what the fuck? I knew what the flag.
What the fuck?
I knew what the flag was for back when it was a thing. I know what I just always looked at it as Southern Pride. It was never a thing in my life until I got into the Marines, and yeah, I took it down. Ever since then, I'm one of those people that I believe that flag shouldn't be really flown proudly. It should be more of like a museum thing, because at the end of the day, Confederates lost. Yeah. Just like I wouldn't want Nazi flags flying around, I don't want rebel flags flying around. I think it's stupid. I think people fly those on their trucks or fly them in their yard, and they're just ignorant about the situation, just like I was. Yeah. But it was cool, you met someone, you learned something, and I carry it with me to this day. And
I still keep that hate in my heart, though.
Still deep down there. It's still in there, but it's not showing it. But yeah, I thought, that's just going off that whole melting pot thing, and
Yeah.
it's just a cool little thing I always think about sometimes. Well, not always think about, but
Now I'm gonna cry because I miss Marines. Nah.
get back in there.
Nah.
And if we had a compound, we wouldn't have to worry about it. If we had a fucking homestead, we wouldn't have to worry about it. And we can say whatever we want because the people we want in the homestead probably don't watch this.
That's true.
That's what hurts my heart. If they had a podcast, I'd watch it.
True.
If you guys are watching this, thank you.
You watch Johnny's podcast yet?
No, you haven't sent me the link, and I don't know how to spell his last name.
Yeah, I haven't watched it all either.
I don't know how to spell his last name, so you guys send me the link so I can watch it.
Sorry, Johnny. I'm gonna make sure I watch it.
I'm gonna watch it in the shower.
Probably tonight, tomorrow.
Listen to it while you were working out.
They'll only work out for like 20 minutes. I just go in there, get what I got to get done, and then I'm out.
Hell yeah, dude.
I'm getting too old for that, hour-long shit. And plus, my ass still hurts from that fucking dirt bike.
Still?
Yeah.
I gotta look that up. I don't know if that guy.
I can't even do anything sitting down. Like, as far as like lifting weights or anything, I can't do. Like, I did some like overhead pulls or whatever they're called. I did some of those this morning. And I was like, man, this fucking hurts. Like, I gotta take like aspirin or like Tylenol or something every night before bed.
Yeah, I'd work out, but I got this bad shoulder.
I was gonna join, but
I seriously do have a bad shoulder. I can't lift shit above this. That's about far to go before it starts hurting.
yeah, only when you're trying to show it does it hurt or does hurt. I saw you doing jumping jacks at the yard earlier, dude.
If you saw me doing jumping jacks, you must have been in your fucking dreams, dude. I don't think I've done jumping jacks in like 10 years. 6 years, whatever. But, yeah.
We need a guest, dude.
We do need a guest. Old Joe Biden's getting boring. He hasn't said anything this entire,
right?
entire what, 7-8 weeks?
Episode 9 or some shit.
9 weeks?
8 or 9.
He just sits there, astonished at what we say all the time.
Yeah.
Drinking Michelob and Jack.
Actually, Johnny might be on this weekend.
We doing it this weekend?
Yeah, because he's coming over this side of town, so might as well get one in real quick.
All right, let's do it.
And maybe if he brings Kelvin, we'll see if brings some of them extra cameras. We'll have like a legit little studio going on.
That's what we
for
need.
one episode. Then we'll go right back to this garbage. But yeah, man.
As always, question everything.
Stop paying taxes.
Have a good time.
Stop paying your taxes. It's not good for you.